All right. What's going on, everybody, man? Get up in here, y'all. We're going to start the show in another 2 minutes. We're going to start the show in just a few minutes, man. Y'all get up in here. Hit that like button down below. Don't forget, man, if y'all want to cop some of the 16 Barz merch, y'all got to hit that email, man, 16barzshow@gmail.com. Y'all see we got the merch. We're going to start the show in another 2 minutes. Y'all get up in here. When y'all get up in here, y'all hit that like button down below, man. Let me know if you guys like these videos. Hit the like button down below as soon as you get up in here. Hit that like button down below, like the page, like the video, drop a comment down below. We're going to start the show in another minute, y'all. Get up in here, y'all. Get up in here. Just going over to the... Oh, we got Jody Niles in the building. We got Trinidad and Tobago in the building, y'all. Oh, man. This is huge. Trinidad and Tobago is in the chat, y'all. Y'all shout out Trinidad and Tobago, man. We're going to start the show soon. Don't forget, it's summertime, man. Hit up our email, 16barzshow@gmail.com. If you want to cop some of the merch, we got the classic cassette tape. If you don't know what a cassette tape is, we got the Jayz Dynasty t-shirt. We got the Lil' Kim Notorious K.I.M. t-shirt. We got it in white and we got it in pink, man. The Lil' Kim, we got Lil' Kim in pink and we got the white colors. And we also got your boy Nasir Jones, Illmatic. We got the Illmatic. We got the Illmatic also, man. How y'all doing, man? Thank you for coming through to another episode of Talking Barz. Hit the like button if you're here right now and you like these types of videos. Hit that like button down below. Let's get into the show, man. Today, there's a lot of news. There's a lot of news just popping up, y'all. A lot of stuff is popping up. A lot of Tupac stuff is popping up lately, man. If y'all haven't been watching the news, a lot of Tupac stuff is just popping up, man. I see we got Triborough Gigolos in the building. Y'all go support Triborough Gigolos page, man. All right? Go to Instagram. Check out Triborough's page. Go hit up his page. He got amazing content out there. We got the girl Diamond Onyx in the building. Shine bright like a diamond. Diamond Onyx is in the building. I hope Diamond and I hope Onyx is doing well. Shout out to one of the early members, Diamond and Onyx. And again, Nas is in the building. All right, so y'all listen, man. We're going to get into this conversation we're going to talk about today. But I'm going to start it off like this. Now, when it comes to... Let me put the image up here first. Hold up. Give me a second. Give me a second, because I gotta prep this, you know. We got to prep this correct so we can get up into this right here. We all know that Nas Escobar just dropped his latest album, Magic 2, which Triborough says is a well. Let me don't say he says it was a classic. Triborough loves the album Magic 2. Let me say that. I don't know if he says it was a classic. I don't know if he says it was the best album since Sliced Bread. All I gotta say is I saw him say that he likes the album. So, Magic 2 just dropped, and Tupac's name came up with the album. Now, let me say this, man. When it comes to Tupac, if you're not familiar with the channel, I'm a huge Tupac fan. When it comes to my top 3, top 5, it's either Jay-Z or Tupac or Jay-Z. On any given day, I can flip-flop them. All right, so it's Tupac or Jay or Tupac. Y'all know how I feel about Tupac. If you're new to the channel, Tupac is my man. Now, there's two things that always comes up with me about Tupac. I absolutely love certain things about Tupac. I see George Winbush is in the building. George Winbush just donated $5 to 16 Barz. George, thank you very much. We appreciate the support. George Winbush has a comment. Let me read this comment first. Love your show. Keep up the good work, my brother. Thank you very much. Appreciate you, George. Thanks for coming through. Thank you for the donations. Always, if you guys ever want to support 16 Barz, best way to support us, always just support however you can. And don't forget, we got the merch. Hit us up on our 16 Barz Gmail for the merch. George, thank you very much for that. We appreciate it. All right. Now, like I was saying, I absolutely love that we keep Tupac's name alive. I absolutely love, and yes, we're all upset that we lost Tupac. Nobody wanted Tupac to go. We absolutely hate that we lost Tupac. But I love how the fans, the artists, people in the music industry, people that were there in that era, I absolutely love how we keep Tupac's name alive. Now, there are some of y'all have some favorite MCs that passed away that when they were here, their record careers were, unfortunately when they passed away, their record careers soared. There's a few MCs that were, when they passed away, their careers. Tupac is now one of those. Tupac was already an established MC with his career going. Wait, hold up. Hold up. Because I know some of y'all are gonna say, hold on a second. Okay, hold on a second. And my memory might be a little bit messed up here, but Tupac's first album, Tupacalypse Now, revolutionary album, right? His career started, okay, yeah, he's nice. His second album, Strictly for My Jiggers, another revolutionary really album, the stuff he was talking about on that album, his career, when Tupac released this album, listen, if you were not around, if you were not here in the early 90s, if you didn't know about Digital Underground, if you didn't know about West Coast hip hop, if you didn't know about East Coast, if you weren't living in that time, you probably don't understand. I'm not going to say you don't. You probably don't understand the impact All Eyes on Me had. Tupac was already going like this with his career. When this album dropped, Tupac was gone. Go back and listen to this album and listen to the classics that are on this album. Is it a 5 mic album? To some it's not. To some it's a 4. To some it's a 4.5. Go back and listen to Me Against the World. When Tupac dropped this album, Tupac was gone. That was it. Superstardom. So I absolutely love that we keep Tupac's name alive through talking about him, bumping his music, watching his movies. But on the flip side of that, there's things that I absolutely hate that Tupac is not here anymore. Hit the like button if you're in the comments, if you're in the chat right now. I absolutely hate that Tupac is not here to set the record straight. I absolutely hate it because there are numerous MCs, and let me be clear. let me be clear. Whenever these stories get posted, I jump on them, I watch them, I listen to them. There's a lot of you MCs that have Tupac stories. How does the saying go? We don't believe you. We need to. Let me put this up here. Let me put this up here really quick. Let me put this up here really quick. We got NYC Addictions is in the building. Shout out to NYC Addictions. Thanks for coming through. Like I just said, Nas recently released his album Magic 2, and Nas mentioned that he put Tupac on to drinking Hennessy. Hold on, man. How does the saying go? How's it go? Why you always lying? Why you all? Come on. Wait, hold on. Let me pump my brakes. I don't know if this story is true or not. Okay, but I just told y'all I absolutely love the Tupac stories. I'm there for it. We got Big Gip. Big Gip is on Black TV proclaiming Tupac being better than Jay, better than Big Gip. I'm with you. We got Keefy D. Keefy D is going back and forth with Puffy, talking about how Orlando did what he did. I watch it. I'm with you guys. I watch that stuff. Floyd Mayweather is now in the news. Floyd Mayweather. Hold on a second. Because you guys be thinking I'm making up stories. I'm bringing things. Hold on a second. This is a new. Floyd Mayweather claims that he witnessed the shooting. Hit the comment section, yo. You guys hit the comment section. Is Nas being real? Did Nas really put Tupac onto Hennessy? Did Nas really introduce Tupac to Hennessy? Tupac was singing about Hennessy, Alizé, and weed. Hit the chat. Let me see what the chat is saying. We got Richard Pina in the building. Richard, thanks for coming through. Yeah, Richard's in the building. We got Jason in the building. Jason's here. Jason got a comment. Jason said, "What up, 16? I'm at rehearsal with Red McFly. Shout out to the Take Flight Society. Jason's in the building, getting ready for that new concert coming up August 5th. Co-headlining for G-Eazy in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Y'all go show some love to Jason. Y'all go show some love to Red McFly. Y'all go show some love to Take Flight Society. They got some videos on Instagram, freestyling at the record labels, freestyling at the radio. Go check out that stuff, man. Jason's in the building. Jason, thanks for coming through. Triborough has a comment. Triborough says, Nas was drinking too much Henny when he said that with the laughing emoji. NYC Addiction says, yeah, LL Cool J better than Tupac. Man, you out of your rabbit mind. No disrespect to LL. I'm from Queens. I lived on Hollis, Queens for a brief time in my life. Shout out to LL. LL is a GOAT. LL is one of the GOATs. I'm not disputing that. Better than Tupac Shakur? Stop it. You guys just stop. Y'all need to stop. Triborough has another comment. Triborough said, that's what we have to do. Keep their names alive forever so generations know who they are. Yes. Like I said, I'm all for the stories. I'm all for the rumors. But some of them some of the rumors are a little bit too much. Why is Floyd Mayweather now coming out with this information that he witnessed? Why now? So all these years, Floyd Mayweather, all these years, you've never told anybody about that story. that you were living across the street. You were living across the street from where the shooting took place. You witnessed the shooting. You saw where the car drove. You saw the direction the car went. Stop it, man. Stop it, y'all. And I get it. Listen, y'all. I understand why people say these outlandish things. You gotta understand, y'all. The wheels gotta keep moving. Okay, when I say the wheels gotta keep moving, the money gotta keep flowing, y'all. Okay, everybody has a podcast now. Beanie Siegel is starting a podcast. Beanie Siegel can't even talk clearly, and Beanie Siegel is starting a podcast. That's beside the point. The money got to keep flowing. Whenever somebody says something outlandish, it stirs the pot and everybody talks about it. Everybody tweets it. Everybody shares the story. The news picks it up. The TV picks it up. The podcast. I get it. Say something crazy and Vlad TV, say cheese, the art of dialogue, Adam 22. Well, Adam 22, he got some stuff. Adam 22 got to fall back for a little bit. He got a lot going on with him right now. But I get it. Say something crazy and the media is going to pick it up. The money going to keep flowing. The wheels is going. I get it. Recently, Tupac. This is Tupac's ring. This is the ring that Tupac wore. I believe he wore this to the MTV Music Awards a few days before he passed away. So this ring, this Tupac ring, was just auctioned off. And I believe it sold for over $1 million. $1 million. So I get it. Keep Tupac's name alive. I get it. But some of the things that y'all saying, man, it's just, come on, dog. Come on, son. Let me get this up here. Let me put this up here. I gotta put this one up because this one here got me mad. Hit the like button if you're here right now. Do you believe Nas when he said he put Tupac on to Hennessy? We said we got Blocker Music Channel. Blocker Tom is in the building. Shout out to Blocker. Blocker says, everyone, come on, man. Stop disrespecting Tupac. I love LL Cool J, but Tupac is a better hip-hop artist than LL Cool J, all right? I'm rocking with Blocker Time, man. I love LL. LL is a GOAT. I love LL. Putting him over Tupac is a stretch for me. I'm not doing that. Triborough says, Floyd Mayweather is trolling. Diamond Onyx says, $1 million. And Diamond says, Tupac, Hail Mary. Why would Nas lie? If Nas is going and saying that he put Tupac on to Hennessy, I can't even say it with a straight face. If Nas is saying that he put Tupac on to Hennessy, why would Nas lie? New album just came out, Magic 2. He's trying to move some units. Album sales. A few of your favorite rappers, Tupac wouldn't make music with y'all. There's a few of you artists out here that are bigging up Tupac, and I appreciate it. Tupac is not here no more. Squash the beef. Show respect to him. I get it. But there's a few of you rappers that Tupac wouldn't make music with. Why are y'all making up stories like this? And I don't know if Nas is being truthful or not. When I listen back to some of Tupac's music, I heard Tupac talking about Hennessy early in his career. Maybe not Tupacalypse Now, maybe not Strictly for My Jiggers, but I remember Tupac talking about Hennessy early in his career. And if you don't know, there are some people out there that don't know, Tupac is from the East Coast, okay? So Tupac went from the East to the West, moved back and forth. Tupac knows a lot of people on the East Coast as well. I'm not saying that Tupac never met Nas early in the 91, 92, 93. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying stories like this, when Tupac is not here, when Tupac is not here to verify these stories, I absolutely hate that you guys keep bringing up these outlandish stories that nobody could verify. But hit the chat, yo. I want to hear what y'all think about this. We got some comments. Triborough Gigolo says, Beanie Siegel, he can't even speak. What is he going to do? Whisper the whole damn podcast. Listen, I love Beanie. Beanie's my man. Beanie's one of my favorite artists of all time. Beanie is definitely the king of Philly. Shout out to Beanie. I'm going to watch a few episodes to see how it goes. I'm going to support Beanie. I'm going to watch it to see how it goes. But too much of y'all doing podcasts, all right? I see Cameron and Mace got a podcast going on. I see Mano has the podcast. It's too much. Y'all pump your brakes, all right? T.I. started doing a podcast. He fell off. He dropped it. Snoop Dogg started doing a podcast. He dropped it. Y'all need to stop. Stay in your lanes, all right? Diamond Onyx has a comment. Diamond says, okay, now, this is a fib or a lie? I don't know what side Diamond's going on. Diamond, hit the comment. Do you think it's true or not? Diamond says, down below, she says, it's not a freaking lie. Oh, okay, Diamond. Okay. What does Nas do so? Okay, Diamond. Okay. All right. I'm going to switch gears a little bit. Hit the comment section down below. I want to hear what you guys think about that. There's another big story going on right now. And this one's a little bit interesting, y'all. This one's interesting. Boosie Badass recently went on, and Boosie says that he is a bigger artist. Boosie says that he is a bigger artist in the South than Jayz. I need to hear from you guys. Hit the comment section. Let me know where you guys fall on this one. This is an interesting one. Boosie says, and I want to make sure that we get exactly what he's saying. He says that he's a bigger artist in the South than Jayz. Hit the comment section. Let me know where you guys fall on this one. Triborough has a comment. Triborough says, how can Nas put Pac onto Henny when Pac was the very first rapper to mention it? Way before Nas came out. So Nas was drinking Henny as a teenager. Great point. Like I said, I can't remember exactly when I heard Tupac mention Henny. I don't remember if it was around Strictly for My Jiggers album. Was it the time when Humpty, what's his name? Digital Underground, when he was running around with Digital Underground? I can't remember exactly when the first time I heard Tupac talk about Henny, but I've heard Tupac mention Hennessy, Alizé, and weed, all that stuff in his rhyme. So I know Tupac mentioned that early in his career. I can't remember exactly when. You guys hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Is Nas lying? Why you always lying? Why you always... Boosie. Is Boosie a bigger artist in the South than Jay-Z? Jay-Z's first album, Reasonable Doubt, I don't think it had any Southern features on there. Jay-Z's second album, In My Lifetime, Volume 1, was, he kind of switched gears a little bit. He started having some more features on his album, and he switched up the gears and started making more hardcore and more casual stuff. Jay-Z's third album, In My Lifetime, Volume 2, was kind of where he had some hit songs on In My Lifetime, Volume 1. Remember, Foxy Brown was on that album and stuff. He had some hit songs on that album. But when Jay-Z released In My Lifetime, Volume 2, that was really when like the album sales, Jay-Z's album sales really took off. In My Lifetime, Volume 2. DMX was on there. There was a bunch of features on there. That album was crazy. I think Juvenile, was Juvenile on In My Lifetime, Volume 1? What's Snoopy track? No, Snoopy track was on In My Lifetime, Volume 3, featuring Juvenile. So Snoopy track with Juvenile, Volume 3. But In My Lifetime, Volume 2, Jay-Z's numbers, all right? So I believe Boosie came out 1990-ish, 2000, 2001-ish. So Jay-Z has a big head start. Boosie went solo. When did Boosie go solo? Hold up. Let me take a look and see when Boosie went solo. Hold on a second. I got it here. I got it. Let me see when Boosie went solo. All right, let me see right here. Hold up. All right, so Boosie went solo in 2000. All right, so that's Boosie's. This is Boosie's albums right here. All right, so Boosie's solo career starting in 2000. Jay-Z already released Money Ain't a Thing with Jermaine Dupri. In the Ferrari, if everybody's switching 4 lanes with the top down, screaming out, money ain't a thing. If you weren't here, you don't understand how big that song was. Money ain't a thing. And Jermaine Dupri is from the South, right? I could be, hit the comments. I don't want to say this wrong, but I believe Jermaine Dupri is from Atlanta. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. We got DOE in the chat. DOE, thanks for coming through. DOE says, I believe Boosie. Triborough has a comment. Triborough says, DU was out way before Nas. Pac's solo career started before Illmatic drop. Great point. Again, I don't remember when Tupac started talking about Hennessy, but I remember it was very early. Thank you for that. Blocker has a comment. Blocker says, what? Why would Boosie say he's bigger artist in the South than Jay-Z? It's like me saying that Jay-Z is the bigger artist in Brooklyn, New York than Boosie. Look, listen. I get where Boosie's coming from. Boosie has a great point. Listen, Boosie has a great point. Home field is a cheat code. Home field is a cheat code. If you have 2 artists, if you have a big artist like Juvenile is a huge artist, right? If Juvenile comes to New York and does a show with LL Cool J, LL Cool J is going to have the more crowd participation. People are going to gravitate to LL Cool J more than they will gravitate to Juvenile, because Juvenile is doing a show in New York. That's home team. Same thing. If LL Cool J goes to Juvenile, goes down there and does a show in Juvenile's hometown, that's home court. Juvenile's going to get more love than LL Cool J, even though LL is a big artist. So I get it. I get where Boosie's coming from. When you hometown is a cheat code. If you're going to do a versus with Jadakiss, who is from New York, and you do a versus against Snoop Dogg, and the versus is in LA, the crowd is going to show Snoop Dogg more love, even though Jadakiss is an amazing artist. So I get it. Hometown is going to get more love. But we have to remember this. Jay-Z is no regular artist. Somebody hit the chat and tell me, when did Boosie sell out a stadium? Somebody tell me, when did Boosie No disrespect to Boosie. I like Boosie. Boosie's my man. Boosie's cool. Boosie's cool with me. I understand where he's coming from. Home team is a cheat code. But Jay-Z is no ordinary artist. When Jay-Z dropped Money Ain't a Thing with Jermaine Dupri, Atlanta was going crazy. We got Tammy in the building. Show some love to Tammy the Leo. Tammy's in the building, man. Yo, y'all go check out Full Blast Radio, man. Go check out Full Blast Radio. Go check out Tammy's page. Hold on a second. Shout out to Tammy, man. Shout out to DJ Tiger. I'll put this up here real quick. Shout out to Tribal Gigolo. Y'all go check out Tribal Gigolo's page also. All right? Y'all go check out Full Blast. Let me put up Full Blast up here for y'all. Show some love to Tammy. Y'all go to YouTube. DJ Tiger is killing it out there. All right? Go show some support. Tammy the Leo, she has her show. Full Blast Radio. Y'all go check it out. Great hip hop show. Go check out Triborough. Go to your Instagram. Go support. Go subscribe. Go check out his content. He got content all the time. Shout out to Tammy in the building. Shout out to Full Blast. Shout out to DJ Tiger. Yo, listen, man. I can't stop talking about DJ Tiger, man. DJ Tiger is dropping some mixes out there. It's crazy. But yo, go check out Tammy's show. Really good hip hop show. Really good insights on hip hop. Really nice topics. Go check out the show. It's on YouTube, and go subscribe to her page on Instagram. All right, let's get back into this, man. So, yo, I understand where Boosie is coming from, but Boosie does not have a song bigger than Money Ain't a Thing. He doesn't. Boosie does not have a song bigger than the Ha remix, Juvenile. Boosie does not have a song bigger than the hot. And I see a lot of y'all out there. Jay-Z's married to Beyonce. Jay-Z was a hit artist before Beyonce came along. In My Lifetime Volume 1, In My Lifetime Volume 2, In My Lifetime Volume 3. Scarface was on Jay-Z's albums early in his career before Beyonce came along. Jay-Z, Memphis Bleak was making songs with T.I. and Trick Daddy early in the 2000s when Bleak album came out. I get where Boosie's coming from. He's in the South. People love him. People love him down there. Jay-Z? What's Boosie's best-selling album? What's Boosie's best-selling album? And I don't want to hear it. Album sales matter. Album sales matter. If you're an artist, if you're a home artist, Queens, Brooklyn, down south, wherever you're from, LA, if you're an artist and you're not selling records, you're not popular. If you're not moving units, if you're not moving streams, you're not popular. And I get it. I understand also, in today's music, there's a lot of trash that gets high numbers. Yes, 6ix9ine has a bunch of songs. 6ix9ine, that song with 6ix9ine and Nicki Minaj has like 65 million views. Yes, I know. But in most cases, if you're not selling, if you're not moving units, you're not that popular. Yeah, you might be around the way popular. Go out the city. Let's see how popular you are. Awards matter. I know some of y'all, man, Grammys is whack, yo. Grammys don't matter, man. Yo. The Moon Man, I don't care about the Moon Man, man. The Oscars, man, Stop it. You sound silly. Because When you go to work and your boss tells you, hey, I can give you a bonus at the end of the month if you're employee of the month, I guarantee you're gonna want to be employee of the month. Stop it. Awards matter. Awards matter. Grammys matter. Hip hop awards matter. BET awards matter. MTV award, iHeart, they matter. Tell me an award that Boosie had, that Boosie won. Somebody hit the chat. Somebody hit the chat. Tell me of a high profile award that Boosie has won, that his city came out and supported him and made him win an award. Somebody put it in the chat. We got some comments. Again, Tammy's in the building. Shout out to Tammy. Shout out to Full Blast Radio. Triborough says, it's no classic. It's a solid piece of work. I believe Triborough is talking about Me Against the World from Tupac. I love that album. I don't think it's a 5 out of 5 album. I might give it like 4.5, but I absolutely love that album. Thank you for that try. Tammy is giving the wave. DOE has another comment. DOE says, I think Jay-Z first time messing with the South was with UGK. Did he diss track with Juvenile? I think the song with UGK, Big Pimpin' was on, I think, volume 3. I think In My Lifetime volume 3 is where Big Pimpin' was on. Let me check my title. Hold on. I think Big Pimpin' with UGK was on volume 3. Hold on, let me make sure. Hold on, y'all. Shout out to UGK. Rest in peace. Where's Big Pimpin', yo? No, it's not on volume 3. Where's Big Pimpin' at? Is it volume 3? Yeah, Big Pimpin' UGK is on volume 3. All right. Is That Your Chick is on volume 3. Jay-Z, Timberland. Jay-Z was doing big numbers with Timberland as well. So yeah, so UGK, the UGK song that Jay-Z first did was on In My Lifetime Volume 3, and that album came out in 1999. Boosie went solo in 2000, I believe. DOE says, I believe you right, Jermaine Dupri, Collapsible probably was his first before UGK. I believe the Jermaine Dupri song with Jay-Z came out before the UGK song. I could be wrong, but I believe it came out before. That was on In My Lifetime Volume 2. Blocker says, I was here when Money Ain't a Thing came out on Hard Knock Life Volume 2. Shout out to that. Tribal says his first 2 albums are underappreciated. Yeah, Tupac's Strictly for My Jiggers and his first album, Tupac was in that zone where a lot of late 80s rappers were on that conscience. There was a conscience movement in the 80s, in the late 80s. Guys like Public Enemy and stuff like that. So Tupac came along in that time when his music was really on some, you really had to listen to what Tupac was saying on his first 2 albums. He was really on some real conscious stuff. His 3rd album, he kind of blew it open with the Me Against the World. He has some big hits on that. Temptations is on there. Dear Mama is on there. Woo, that album's crazy. So yeah, early Tupac stuff, I agree with Chai. It's truly underappreciated. Thank you for that comment. DOE has a comment. DOE says, on that note, I'm from Jersey. Shout out to Jersey. Shout out to Lauryn Hill. Shout out to Queen Latifah. Shout out to my boy Joe Budden, man. Shout out to Joe Budden, my boy, man. Joe Budden got bars. I know some of y'all don't feel that. Let me get back to this. DOE says, on that note, I'm from Jersey, and people from up north was not even playing down south music, and itself wasn't even playing of North music except for Run DMC and LL Cool J. Good comment. In the early 90s, the West Coast and the East Coast really were dominating the music charts. Yes, I'm not saying that I'm not saying that other coasts didn't have music or didn't have big artists, but when it comes to dominating the charts, dominating the award shows, it was really the East and the West. When Andre 3000 won, when Outkast won that Source, was it a Source Music Award, I think? When he won that and he said, yo, the South got something to say, that blew the doors open for the South, yo. So shout out to Outkast. When Andre 3000 went up on stage to get the award and he said, the South got something to say, that blew the doors open. People really started to take note of some of these Southern artists because they were spitting. Outkast kicked the doors down. I know there are other artists out before Outkast. I'm just saying Outkast was one of those groups that took it to another level. So DOE, great point. That is an amazing point. Okay. Iman is in the building. Harlem is in the building. Iman says, I'm late. What did I miss? Iman, today we're talking about Boosie Badass saying that he is a bigger artist in the South than Jay-Z. And today we're also talking about Nas. Nas just dropped his newest album, Magic 2. And this is what Nas had to say. Let me get the quote. Let me get the quote out. All right? This is what Nas had to say. I didn't say it. Your boy Nas said this, not me. This Jason's man's. Nas said, I remember I put Tupac onto that Henny. Nas said during the song interlude, Howard University, Howard Homecoming, DC. He was like, what's this? He drank that word. Nas is saying that he put Tupac on to Hennessy, Alizé. I don't, listen, man. Listen, y'all know how I feel about that. Let me hit some more comments in the comment section. Blocker says, I don't mean to be off topic, but have you listened to Blood on the DMX album by Onyx? I haven't listened to any Onyx stuff recently. I'll check it out. Blocker says, shout out to my girl, Raw Digger. Always shout out to Raw Digger, a real spitter. Triborough says it was the Source Awards 1995. Shout out to the Source Awards. Yo, somebody, man, Jay-Z, Puff Daddy, Eminem. Come on, y'all. Put some money together. Bring back the Source Awards, man. Y'all can put together 10 million each, 5 million each. Timbaland got money. Swiss Beats got money. Put together some money and bring back the Source Awards, man. Bring back some integrity into hip-hop, y'all. Thank you, Tri, for that. Source Awards 1995. DOE has another comment. DOE says, I'm going to give you some facts. Jay-Z jumped on every hit record that was presented from the South, which helped him blow up even more. For instance, Jay-Z, Doughboys Go Crazy. Listen, DOE, I agree. Now, let me be clear. I want to be absolutely clear. If you listen to Reasonable Doubt, if you listen to In My Lifetime Volume 1, and if you listen to In My Lifetime Volume 2, there are some classic material. I'm not saying all the albums, those 3 albums are classic. Go back and listen to those 3 albums, especially Reasonable Doubt. Just like I said with Tupac, when Tupac dropped his first 2 albums, and then when he dropped Me Against the World, when Tupac dropped Me Against the World, Tupac went into a different level. He was already rising, but he went into a different level on his own. Tupac didn't ride nobody's wave. Go back and listen to that album. Yes, he has some features on some songs. Tupac established himself, Me Against the World, and he was gone on his own. Go back and listen to Jay-Z's first few albums. He only had a few features on there. Man, Bleak was on there. Foxy Brown was on there on the first early 3 albums. When the In My Lifetime Volume 2 dropped, when that Annie sample dropped and everybody's grandma was singing, it's a hard line for us. Jay-Z was in a different stratosphere. So I do agree what DOE is saying. Yes, in Jay-Z's career, when you look at stuff like The Dynasty, when you look at stuff like In My Lifetime Volume 3 with DMX on there, when you look at stuff like The Blueprint, when Kanye West started producing for him, Kanye West is from Chicago. Yes, Jay-Z took other people from other areas and used them as stepping stones to get where he was. Jay-Z has a feature with Scarface, I believe in 2001 or 2002. When Scarface album The Fix came out, Jay-Z has a song on there with Scarface's album, early 2000. Jay-Z has Scarface on his albums. Jay-Z has Eminem on his album, on that Renegade. So yes, I agree with DOE. In Jay-Z's career, look at what happened when Rockefeller got state property. When Beanie Siegel started making songs with Jay-Z, when Jay-Z dropped Diamonds from Sierra Leone on Kanye's album, yes, I agree. In Jay-Z's career, there were times when he used other artists and used other states down south, the West, to elevate himself to another level. But let's not say he didn't start the process on his own. Let's not do that. Reasonable Doubt is a super classic. Even though some people don't like In My Lifetime Volume 1, there are some songs on In My Lifetime Volume 1 that will... What's the difference between a 4.0 and 4.6? There are some stuff on that album that will always be remembered. And like I say, In My Lifetime Volume 2, that album just different stratosphere. But that's a good comment. DOE, that is a great comment. Let me read that again from DOE. Let me read that again. DOE says, I'm going to give you some facts. Jay-Z jumped on every hit that was presented from the South, which helped him blow up even more. For instance, that Jeezy song. Jay-Z, I think Jay-Z's best Jeezy song, maybe Seen It All, in my opinion. Jay-Z's Seen It All with Jeezy is super classic. But yes, Jay-Z jumped on stuff with Juvenile, jumped on stuff with Timbaland, Jermaine Dupri. That's facts. Thank you for that comment, DOE. Great comment. Tribal says, Boosie sound like he was sipping Henny from the same bottle Nas had. He's not bigger than Jay-Z on his worst day. Listen, I agree with Boosie's thinking, but he's not, in my opinion, he's not right. Blocker says, well, my man's is actually Ice Cube. Shout out to Cube. Tribal has a comment. Tribal says, Big Pimpin' helped UGK blow up because of the J feature. Before then, nobody outside of Texas knew who they were. That is a great point as well. Jay-Z was the established artist. I just told y'all, when that In My Lifetime Volume 2 dropped, Jay-Z went to a different level. And when he dropped that In My Lifetime Volume 3, he was the superstar artist. And by him doing that song with UGK, he took them to another level. That's facts. I agree. I agree with Try. And that's at DOE. I like that. That's a good one. Iman has a comment. Shout out to Iman. Shout out to Harlem. Iman says, if your name ain't Jeezy, Weezy, or Ross, you not Hove level. Listen, Jeezy, I love me Jeezy, man. Jeezy's my boy, man. Jeezy got a hold of the South. All right? Weezy albums and Weezy mixtape run, Weezy got a hold of the South. Ross, I can't front, yo. When Rick Ross first came out, the Port of Miami, I really wasn't feeling it that much, but his second and third, Ross established himself as a big name artist, man. And yeah. Hov is on that level, yeah. Let me read that again. Iman has a comment. Iman says, if your name ain't Jeezy, Wheezy, or Ross, you're not on Hove level. Facts. Tammy has a comment. Tammy says, I don't see why Nas would need to lie about that, but who knows? Listen, let me say this. And I said this earlier in the show, y'all. I love that artists are keeping Tupac's name alive. Okay? There are some of these podcasts that have these Tupac stories. Sometimes I get mad when they talk about these crazy things about Pac. Sometimes I'm happy I hear stories that I've never heard before. Sometimes I like these debates. There's a debate going on right now between Ice Cube and Biggie, who's the better storyteller. So I like these conversations about Tupac. I like hearing that we're still talking about Pac. I like hearing some of these stories about Pac. I like hearing that Pac's music is still bumping. New people are coming in to hear who he was. But I absolutely hate that he's not here to validate some of these stories. And I'm gonna put up this again. I'm gonna put this up again. This one really infuriated me when I read this story. This one I just had to, because of the person who's saying it. This one really infuriated me. Floyd Mayweather claims he witnessed Tupac's murder. I ain't never told nobody. There's a video going around right now with Floyd Mayweather and John Singleton. If you don't know who John Singleton is a legendary movie director. Directed some of the more classic movies. So he's in a video with John Singleton at the corner where the shooting took place. And Floyd Mayweather is pointing, showing John Singleton, hey, I lived right over there. This is where the shooting happened. This is where the car turned and the car went down. Bro, we're almost 30 years past this. This is almost 30 years. The police are still trying to find clues as to what really happened. I know, Keefy D goes on, Vlad and all these stuff, and says that Orlando was the one that did it. Yes, we get it. People still trying to put Puffy name in this. People still trying to say Suge with the. So you telling me you witnessed this all these years ago? You live right there where the street was. You saw the shooting. You saw the car turn. You saw where it went. And in 2023, this is when you want to talk about this, Floyd Mayweather? Now? And I tell y'all all the time, man. I tell y'all all the time. This industry is all about money, man. Everybody wants to keep the wheels moving. Everybody wants to drop some bogus story so that somebody will start talking about it. And we always fall for it. We always click. Everybody clicks on the story. Every news is going to talk about. Every podcast now is going to have Floyd Mayweather going on their podcast asking about. Everybody's going to start talking. Oh, did you see what Floyd Mayweather? I get it. But Tupac is not here to collaborate a lot of these stuff. Why would Nas say that he put Tupac onto Hennessy? Why now? You got a new album out, Nas? You want to push some units? You want to sell more albums? So you know if you mention some outlandish Tupac story, people are going to want to listen to the song? Hit the comments, man. Let me know how y'all feel about this. Y'all know me. I'll be, my mind be all over the place. Let me hit some more comments. I'm going to go back to the final comment we just talked about. Tammy says, I don't see why Nas would need to lie about that, but who knows? And I kind of agree with that too. I don't see, Nas is a very respected MC, okay? Nas has been around since the early 90s, okay? Most people heard of Nas when he first came out live at the barbecue early in his early career. So Nas has been around since early 90s. Tupac was here. Okay, so Tupac is from the East Coast. Tupac was in New York a lot. So it could be true. They could have bumped up before Tupac became popular, or before Nas became. It could be true. But why now? And I love keeping Tupac's name alive. But like this? Thank you for that comment, Tammy. Triborough has a comment. Triborough says, Nas is definitely lying about that. Even if he wasn't, it's going to look like it since Pac mentioned Henny before Nas did it on his songs. I think Pac was right. Nas idolizes Pac at Tammy. So Try is responding to Tammy's comment. Yeah, man. DOE has a comment. DOE said, oh, I forgot about Timbaland collabs. Timbaland was doing a lot of stuff for Jay early in Jay's career, y'all. And I believe Timbaland's from down south. Do not correct me if I'm wrong. Y'all hit the chat. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe Timbo is from down south. Jay was doing stuff with Timbo early in his career. All right. Try says Pac was rocking do-rags around his head before Nas did it. Another form of copying. Yeah. A lot of artists put on that do-rag. A lot of them take their shirts off. I'm looking at you, Ja Rule. Is it copying? Is it flattery? I don't know. Let me hit some more comments, y'all. Let me see what's going on in here. Triborough says Nas versus Pac. Who wins in a versus? Tupac wins. Listen. I know Nas has been around for a long time. I know Nas has been around for a while. I know Nas has an amazing catalog. I know Nas has a lot of amazing features. Nas has a lot of classic songs. Nas has a few classic albums. There is one thing that Nas doesn't have. Nas does not have versatility. And what I mean is that if you look at Nas as an MC, Nas is very one-toned. Okay? There are a lot of artists that if you take them to a hardcore concert and you have the fans that's looking for hardcore music, they will excel at a hardcore concert. If you take them to a concert where there's a mixed crowd, where there's a lot of females and people that really don't know the hardcore stuff but know the more mainstream stuff, Nas may not excel in that crowd. Nas doesn't make party music. Okay, if you look at Nas' early career, Illmatic, It Was Written, I Am. When Nas tried to do that song with Genuine, when he tried to listen to his fans and switch, the fans didn't like it. The hardcore Nas fans were turned off by him and Genuine. Nas, and again, Nas has classics. Nas has tons of classic features. But when you start putting on those other songs, those radio crossover hits that you need, when you start putting on the songs for the females, when you start putting on the dance, Pac versus Nas, I'm going with Tupac. Tupac has way more versatility than Nas. No disrespect to Nas. Nas is an amazing MC. But if you ask me to pick, I'm picking Pac over Nas any day. Thank you for that try. DOE has a comment. DOE said, that's facts about Outkast. And they also depart with Snoop on the award shows. Depart with Snoop on the award shows. Shout out to Outkast. Again, shout out to the South. Shout out to the awards. Shout out to the Source Awards. We got to bring Source Awards back. Triborough says, Wheezy, T.I., Ross, Luda. Shout out to Luda, man. Shout out to Luda. Luda don't get the props he deserves. Ludacris had a hell of a run, y'all. If you're not up on Luda, go listen to that Word of Mouth album. Luda got some hits. Blocker says, if we had a Nas versus Tupac, Don't get me wrong, though. I like Nas, but I have to simply go with Tupac. I'm with Blocker on that. I'm going Tupac. All day, every day, and on a Sunday. Shy Barz says, now you would go with Ja Rule or Buster, your favorite artist. That's at Blocker. Blocker is a big Busta Rhymes fan. DOE says, I'm pumped in my Jeep with the system in the Seven Sins was one of the best. Oh, okay. All right, some LL Cool J. All right, Iman says they really need to find out Biggie's shooter. Oh, man. I was just going over that conversation with Biggie and Ice Cube. We got a video coming for that Saturday. Keep an eye out for Saturday. We got a video coming out with that. Rest in peace, B.I.G., man. It's sad that till this day we still haven't convicted somebody for taking Biggie away. So rest in peace. Rest in peace to Notorious B.I.G., man. I hope one day in the days of all of these podcasts and people admitting stuff, I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm not saying it's a good thing, but I think it would be for the benefit of a lot of people if people that were involved in it come out and say who did it. You know, put a lot of speculation will be put to rest. Iman, thank you for that. Shout out to Harlem. Tammy says exactly at Iman. All right. Let me hit some more. So we got going on down here in the chat. Mr. Malloy is in the building. Shout out to Mr. Malloy. Mr. Malloy got a comment. Mr. Malloy says, I'm here. Better late than never. 16 bars. Shout out to Mr. Malloy. Thanks for coming through. Let me get another comment here. DOE has a comment. DOE says, no doubt. In my lifetime was very hard. Very hard. I pushed it beginning to the end every time I jumped in the whip. Thumbs up to that one. That In My Lifetime series from Jay-Z, I think In My Lifetime 1 might be the weakest of the three. In My Lifetime Volume 2 might be the strongest. In My Lifetime Volume 3 might be the second best, and In My Lifetime Volume 1 might be but there are some classic songs on those three albums, yo. Go check them out if you haven't. Mr. Malloy has a comment. Mr. Malloy says, Tupac definitely has and had been bigger than Nas. Did Nas put Tupac on to Hennessy? This is the question we asking today. I need y'all to hit the comment section down below. Is Nas lying? Tammy says Nas doesn't have to lie. I agree with her. Nas doesn't have to lie. I respect Nas as an MC. Nas has been around for a while. Nas had some back and forth with Tupac. That in Central Park they had that big stare down. So Nas has been around for a minute. Him and Tupac shared a lot of time. Tupac used to be here in New York. I get it, man. I get it. But I heard Pac talk about Hennessy early in his career. Maybe before I heard Nas talking about Henny. Maybe before I heard Mobb Deep talking about Henny. Maybe before Mobb Deep had on the Henny shirts. I'm saying, listen, I know Hennessy is a New York staple. I know E&J is a New York staple. I know Seagram's Gin is a New York staple. I get it. But is Nas lying, man? Album sales is an important thing, y'all. Y'all got to understand, everybody don't move big units on their first week. Everybody don't move big units on their second week. Go look at some of these album releases. When the first week comes, the second week and the third week, sales. Go check it out. I'm over here messing up my thing, y'all. I'm sorry. Shout out to Aaliyah. My girl Aaliyah's up there. I'll see Aaliyah. Shout out to Aaliyah. When you mention Tupac's name, the algorithm goes, is Nas lying? Hit the comment section down below. going to read a few more comments here. DOE has a couple comments. DOE says, very understanding to those that don't appreciate real bars. Andre 3000 is labeled one of the best lyricists in the South, hands down. Shout out to Andre 3000. That song with him when he's International Players Club, International Player Anthem, one of those two. Listen, man, whew, that song will forever be one of my top 2 Andre 3000 bars, yo. Listen, shout out to Outkast. Shout out Big Boy. Listen, shout out to Big Boy too. Big Boy's no slouch. Big Boy is amazing on the mic. But shout out to Andre 3000. That boy can spit, yo. And DOA says, when people say that Tupac was a lyricist, listen to that song he made, If I Did Tonight, and If I Die Tonight, and how he freaked them peas. Whenever I have conversations with people that try to tell me that Tupac was not a lyricist, or Tupac is not nice, or Tupac is not... I understand. I understand that music is subjective, all right? I understand that people hear music differently. I understand that what I might like, you might not like. I understand. I get it. But quality is quality. Don't matter who listens to it. Don't matter who listens to it. Quality is quality. And I've been listening to hip hop late 80s. So I've heard hip hop go from the 80s to the 90s to the 2000s to 2023. I've seen hip hop. I've seen MCs come in being spiritual, being God body, and I've seen the system turn against them. I've seen Jerry the Damager come up. I've seen Big Daddy Kane. I've seen Public Enemy come up, and I've seen a change to what we have today, to the booty shaking music. Quality is quality. I've seen MC Lyte, Queen Latifah, Lauryn Hill. I've seen females that can spit. I've seen females that can put together. Shout out to Lil' Kim. Shout out to Foxy Brown. Shout out to Rod Digger. Shout out to, what's her name? Shout out to The Brat. Shout out to Evie Eve. Shout out to Lazy Rage. Quality is quality. So when people try to say Tupac Shakur was not a lyricist, or Tupac Shakur was not nice, listen, you can have your opinion. Anybody can have their opinion. Quality is quality. Go listen to that man's music. Go listen to his music. Go listen to how he put songs together. Go listen to how he rhymed on the beat. Go listen to how his music is still living today. Quality, you cannot dispute quality. So music is subjective. Anybody can say something's good or bad, but I would think that I've been around for a while. I got a palate for music. Anybody that says that Tupac is not nice, cool. You're wrong, but cool. Shout out to DOE for that comment. Thank you, DOE. Great comment. Blocker says, Brandy is my favorite R&B artist. Shout out to Brandy. Tammy has a comment. Tammy says, yeah, Andre tore International Player up. And then when he had the acapella and then the beat came in, ooh, top 2. That song is top 2 in my Andre 3000 songs. Top 2. Shout out to Tammy. Thanks for that. Triborough has a comment. Triborough says, they always forget about Big Boy when he is the one that's still coming out with music. Shout out to Big Boy. Outkast is not Outkast without both Big Boy and Andre 3000. They are not. They both have 2 different styles, and they're both nice. So shout out to Outkast. Shout out to both of those guys. Thank you for that try. Mr. Malloy has a comment. Mr. Malloy says, Andre 3000 is definitely the male version of Lauryn Hill. Shout out to Andre. Shout out to my girl, Lauryn Hill, the spitter. DOE has a comment. DOE says, Floyd is trolling. He is full of it. Again, man. Again, I'm going to put that back up here. It triggered me when I saw this post. I really did get triggered, y'all. I really did. And it disgusts me sometimes what people will do for clout, to chase clout. It disgusts me sometimes what people would do just to get their name circulating on the blog sites. Tupac has been a beloved figure in hip hop before he passed away and after he passed away. People have been asking questions about Tupac's passing for many, many, many years. People have been asking for people that have information to come forward for many, many, many years. Floyd Mayweather he's a huge figure. Is he reputable? Can I listen to what he's saying? For me, no. But you're Floyd Mayweather. The world knows you. You have been a huge figure for years. You're going to try to tell me that you have information. You said you live right across the street from where the shooting occurred. You said you saw the shooting. You said you saw where the car went down that street. You said you saw we have been asking for people to come forward with information for decades. And all of a sudden now, you mentioned this? You guys hit the comments, man. Let me know what y'all think. I think it's BS. I really can't stand when these people do things like this just to get a rep, to put their noise in there. But again, man, I want to thank everybody for coming through. Thank you all for supporting the channel. I'm going to read a few more comments before we get up out of here. Blocker said, I wish Lauryn Hill had more albums. Shout out to Lauryn Hill. Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. Super classic. If you don't have it, go pick it up. Super classic. If you don't have the Refugees album, go pick up the Fugees album. Classic. DOE has a comment. DOE says, first of all, drama cycles before they can. Before Outlaws, some of the people from up north, and I knew them. And one of my family knows was a part of that. Pac wasn't even mess with them industry guys like that. So, again, if y'all don't know, Tupac is from the East Coast. I know Tupac reps the West. Tupac spent a lot of time on the West Coast. Tupac was down with Death Row Records. Yes. But Tupac is still known as an East Coast artist as well. There is a song on All Eyes Against Me. I think it's called Back in the Days. Let me get the name of the song. This is the last thing I'm going to say. Let me get this song. This is the song I want y'all to go listen to. If you don't believe how New York Tupac was, there's a song on the All Eyes on Me album, track number 12. The song is called Old School. If you're not familiar with how much of the East Coast Pac was, if you think Pac was strictly a West Coast artist, go listen to track number 12. The track is called Old School on Tupac Me Against the World album, where he talks about some of his living here in New York, the icy truck. Just go listen to the song. It's a great Tupac song, him talking about the East Coast. I want to thank each and every one of y'all for coming through. Let me read a few more comments, man. Iman got a comment. Iman said that video is 10 years old. Oh, thank you, Iman. Okay. Iman, wait, let me bring that back. Iman is saying that video with John Singleton, where Floyd Mayweather is in the video, is 10 years old. Okay. So, okay. All right. Thank you for that, Iman. So the video that I just seen, Iman is saying that that video has been out for about 10 years already. Shout out to Iman for that information. Triborough says, great show tonight, 16. Keep doing your thing. We need platform like this for the culture. Thank you, Triborough. Don't forget, man, y'all go check out Triborough Gigolo's IG page. If you love hip-hop, if you love old school hip-hop, if you love somebody with knowledge about the game, go check out Triborough's page. Go check out Tammy's page, Full Blast Radio. They got a show on YouTube, Full Blast Rap Show, Rapcast. They got DJ Tiger dropping mixes almost every day. If you like B.I.G., you like the Wu-Tang, he's dropping mixes all the time. Go check out Tammy's YouTube page. Go check out Tammy's IG, all right? Shout out to all of y'all for coming through, man. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for joining Talking Barz. We're going to see y'all again next Thursday.